Well, hey guys, this is actually going to be our first official video on our family channel. So this is my husband, Randy. If you guys know me, I'm Brittany. Glam over glory. Glam over glory. Glam for his glory. Thank you. Is my YouTube channel, which will be tagged below. All that jazz. We're going to do a quick, just kind of chit chat while we're eating. It is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's to you guys.
Valentine's Day.
It may not be posted on Valentine's because, but I will have it edited and try to have it posted soon for you guys. So we're gonna eat. We have sushi. We were gonna make sushi. We're just kind of gonna just jump in. We were gonna make sushi, but we were indecisive of what we wanted to eat. And it took too long to figure out. So yeah, eat for it. Just kidding. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in, bless the food, and get started.
Dear Heavenly Father, we just come to you right now. We say thank you for this food that we're about to receive for the nourishment of our body. God, we just thank you, we love you, we pray you. Most sweet person, we pray Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Okay, let's eat. So, first thing, I love these. These are snow crab. We got this from Sake Cafe in Pensacola. We live in Pensacola, Florida. And these are the snow crab nachos. They're so good. But we're just gonna jump in and talk about how we met, how we got started, how long we've been together, all those type of things. So you go first. What is our how we met story from your perspective? This should be interesting.
So how we met?
Don't be playing. You already started on.
I was on Facebook one evening, and I just was kind of it popped up people that you know, that you have mutual friends with and stuff like that. So I'm looking, and I seen her picture. So when I initially seen her picture, it looked like a volleyball picture. She had the little boy shorts on.
Surprise.
With a long sleeve, this actually colored blue shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So it seemed interesting, you know what I'm saying? So at first, I didn't add her, or I added her, but I was like, I'm gonna say something, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna say nothing. That's a little bit too forward, too aggressive. So a little bit of time went on, and I actually seen her picture pop up again. And I was like, I'm just go ahead and say something.
You have to eat when you're talking about.
I'm going to say something. So I ended up saying something to her, and the rest was kind of history from there.
Ew, what is that?
Spicy man.
What stuff?
I have no idea.
Well, what I'm eating right now is a Texas cowboy roll. It's basically just meat and avocado. I love avocado now. I used to hate it, but I love it now. It's so good. So we got a Texas cowboy roll, a snow crab nachos. I don't know what this is. Honestly, I don't remember nothing else that we ordered. We got 4 different rolls and then
Texas.
I know there was. Oh, that's the dragon. No, the spicy. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
They just put them together, y'all. So, how I remember it was, like I said, he added me. He say apparently that he waited to write me, but from my knowledge, I'm pretty sure he added me and then wrote me, when he added me. But I digress. Is this good?
Yeah, it's good.
But I digress. Is the sauce good? So he wrote me and was like, I can't remember what he led with. Oh.
Your eyes.
Yeah, it was my eyes. It was like, you have the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. And I'm like, first of all, I went to his page and I seen he was an athlete. He had dreads. I'm like, oh, yeah. Typical. I stereotyped him. I was like, oh, no. You're not about to play with me. So. This is freaking good. Okay. Oh my god, this is delicious. On a run game, I'll pass. So I was like, oh, they're fake. I was straight, cutthroat to the point, bruh, don't try it. I don't got time for you trying to run game on me. I ain't with it, okay? Let's try this one. This like has spicy tuna on top.
It was pretty decent.
Mmm. We did good because usually when we order from there, sometimes it don't be turning out right. Thank you. I think that's gonna. I love that one because that's avocado.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he wrote me. I shot him down. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna have it. It ain't. No, I don't want no parts of it. But then something told me to give him a chance. He was like, can I get your number? And I'm like, nah, I'll pass. Sorry you had to pay for the mistakes that you didn't make. Blah 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 blah. So I was just turning him down, whatever. So something told me to give him a chance. So I wrote him back and was like, do you have a Kik? Kik is, for those who may not know, it's like an instant, it's like a little instant messenger basically. So he didn't have to get my number. He could have just wrote me through an app. So if I didn't like him, I could have just deleted the app and that would have been it. But he was like, no, I don't have a Kik, but can I get your number though? And I'm like, you're not cute. So I ended up giving him my number. And our first conversation on the phone, it was a wrap. We talked.
I'll say this. He's really downplaying the wordplay.
Oh my god.
The wordplay was what put me in the situation heavy. All glory be to God. I had to be able to make her feel comfortable enough to want to give me that chance. You know what I'm saying? So
This is so good.
whoever the dude was before, I'm sorry, but well, not really sorry because you put me in the game. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate your efforts.
Well, no effort, so to speak, I guess. But yeah, so we started dating January 2014. We got engaged December 2014. We got married June 2015. And here we are.
2020.
Period. So, we were young when we got married. I had a lot of people like, you know, of course, everyone's first thought, this sauce is so good. Their first thought is, oh my gosh, yeah, it is. It's like eel sauce, spicy mayo, and something else. Well, oh my god, are you pregnant? Like, why are you trying to get married? You're not pregnant, are you? Y'all so young. Are you sure you want to do this? Do you have time to venture around and see? And I'm like, why? Like, if I know that this is the person that I'm in love with and the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with, and I'm willing to fight, you know, so we can be together forever until the Lord calls us home, then what's the point of waiting 5 years to be like, you know what? I did like you. Let's get married. I didn't see the point in it. We didn't see the point in it. So, we got married. I had just turned 19 the day before.
Yep.
And you were 22.
Mm-hmm.
22, 23. Well, when we got married, he was 22.
I turned 23 minutes.
Yeah. My birthday is June the 18th. We got married on June the 19th. His birthday is June 20th. So, yeah. It was a whole little. This is so good. I am so happy with our selections. We did really good. But, yeah. So, that's kind of that. What is something that you could tell somebody who is young, thinking about like marrying or proposing to someone, like from your position, since you was been there, done that?
Just be led by God. Now, when you're young, everybody's always gonna have an opinion about what you do. And I won't even say like when you're young, but just period. Like,
yeah.
Like, people make emphasis on it so much when you're young because I feel like that's when you hear it the most. As you get older, the voices kind of die down because you kind of focus in on like what you need to do for you and what you have going on. But I would definitely say being led by God is the biggest thing because, excuse me, you don't want to rush a situation
that you ain't supposed to be in.
Yeah, that you're not supposed to be in, and then Because a lot of times I feel like we put ourselves in a situation and we blame God for it, but in all actuality, you know, we weren't listening to the signs that he was giving or the instructions per se. So just be led by God.
Yeah. Because then you create a situation, like we were saying, and you're like, oh my God, get me out of it. Which he's faithful. He has mercy, because I've created situations. Now I'm like, bro, I need backup. Please help me. So I'm not saying that, but just to save you from unwanted heartache, you know what I mean? And just be led, like, because honestly, it was funny because as we started dating and talking more, we ended up finding out that we were both in the same places in our life. Like, where we were like, bro, God, if it ain't from you, I don't want it. Like, I'm done looking. I'm done finding people. I'm done talking. I'm done with it. And it's funny because I may try to find it and screenshot it and insert a clip. Oops, I dropped it. And insert a clip because I had just made a status, I want to say December of 2013, a month before we met. And I was like, I'm done with relationships. If you don't have a dove on your shoulder, I don't want to be with you. Like, period. Like, I don't want you. So that's why when he wrote me, I was like, honey, I just made this post. No, it's not happening. But we ended up talking on the phone, and y'all, it was so funny because everything like he was saying and different stuff like that was literally everything that I had prayed for. Like, I was like, I want this. I want him to have these, you know, traits. I want him to desire this, want to do this, blah, blah, blah. And, like, it was to a T. Like, someone gave him a cheat sheet to tell me on the phone, like, literally. So that's how I knew. Like, so when God said he's going to give you the desires of your hearts, he's going to do that. It's not easy. We are not perfect. You know, no, like, we're not there. We're working, we're striving to become one. Like, that's difficult. So if you are married and you and your spouse are newlyweds, or even y'all could be married for a while, and it's like, bro, we're just too different. Ooh, thank you. I'll be eating that. We're just too different. You know, no, we're too different. We can't become one. It's too difficult, blah, blah, blah. No, work at it. If it's worth it, and if you love him and you love her, work at it, bro. Because it's two people becoming one. Like, that's not easy. Like, you need Jesus to be able to do that. Like, and we have our fair share of falls and slip-ups. And we're not perfect Christians either. And not even married couples are Christians. You know, we still are striving to
becoming one with yourself is difficult enough as it is.
Yeah.
So just adding another person to the equation is gonna make it that much more difficult.
So good. Sorry.
So you just have to be willing to trust God. Be patient.
Patient.
People say that all the time, and like, I don't want to wait no more. I don't want to wait. But the crazy thing is, you know, God will definitely come right when you're at your breaking point.
Yeah.
To make you equal again. Oh, he'll always put you in a better situation. We just talked about it last week at church. How what God gives you, he's never going to give you something that you can't handle, or that's too heavy for you, or that you won't be able to get through. And I was even thinking, we haven't talked about it yet, but I was even thinking just about a sermon and doing something on there's purpose in your storm. You know what I'm saying? There's always a reason behind what you're going through. And it may not be for you, it may be for somebody else. Whatever God's intent is for it, it's only to give him glory and to lift you up and get you out of that situation. So,
and to help somebody else too. Like, when he was mentioning it about last week, how God would never put you in a situation that you can't handle. Honestly, and I'm trying to say this in the right way where people are not like, oh, what? No, he won't. Sometimes he will put you in situations that you can't handle. Because there's situations that I've been in, and in my carnal mind, I know I did not have the strength to face it. We had a miscarriage. I know, looking back on that, I did not get myself through that. So sometimes God will put you in situations to let you know you cannot do it yourself. You have to turn to me. You know what I mean? Like, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Like, there are situations that he will put you in, and it's like, no, you need me. Like, your weakness, my strength is made perfect. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, God will not put more on you than you can bear. But then sometimes he may just so you can turn to him, just so you can know, like, look, I am your God. You're not, you know what I mean? You're just merely a human. You know what I mean? Like, but you cannot do this yourself. You know what I'm saying?
To me, I think that's the intent of every situation.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like there's situations that we're in, and it's like people are like, no, you know, you're strong. You can do this. No, I'm not strong. I am not. Brittany is not. The Holy Spirit that lives within me is strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, so sometimes people give advice, and it's like, no, you're strong. And I feel like it creates something for someone to think like, oh my gosh, I have to be strong then. Like, I have to fix this myself. I have to do this myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it creates that for them. And they're like, oh, I got this. I'm going to be strong. I can make it. And it's like, no, you can't make it. You need God to make it. You have to rest in him and your peers, people who around you have been through it before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just something that I kind of thought about. Like, when I heard that Sunday, I was like, yeah. But then there's times that I look back and I know I could not have got through that. You know what I mean? Like, Brittany could not have got herself through that. Majority of everything in my life, I could not have got myself through.
But it's just having the mindset to know that and understand that.
Yeah.
I feel like you get to that, like how you were explaining that, you get to that place with maturity.
Yeah. Because you have to know, like, bro, I can't do it. I need your help. I need backup. You know what I mean?
There's going to be times where you kind of feel like, okay, God, you know, I'm learning, I'm doing this, I got this. But the moment you do that, the moment you fail, you know what I'm saying?
Every time.
You're missing the most important piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
It's like walking out the house or not having your keys. You all right?
Yeah, I just swallowed a nacho. I'm pretty sure it just cut my whole throat. Yeah, we tell our son all the time, like, we started telling him he's getting to the stage of where he's independent. We have a 3-year-old son named Miracle. And he's getting to the place where he's, like, really independent. He's like, I don't need help. I don't need help. And we always tell him. My dad told him first. He's like, yo, you're going to always need help. Because that's when he had first started kind of doing it. And now every time he said that, I let him know, like, you're going to always need help. Like, you're going to need help with something. Whether if it's little, big, whatever. I didn't say it that time. I usually say little, big, or small. Whether it's little or big, you're gonna need someone's assistance. You know what I mean? Like,
regardless,
you can't make it by yourself.
My thing is I think it's our human nature sometimes that just wants to.
I was about to say that, yeah.
You know, that flesh in us that just wants to prove like I did this, but you know, why do that if you don't have to? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because you can see yourself in kids, or you can see your situation in kids.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's so real. But
because it just goes to show, like, Jesus, the perfect marked man, like we all know, he was the Son of God, fully man. He had help carrying the cross up to Calvary. And do I think, I mean, yes, I know Jesus was beaten, like, to the point where he was not even known. They couldn't even tell if he was a man or a woman or not. That's how bad he was beaten. They didn't know what he was. His intestines were spilling out. I'm not trying to be graphic, but I'm just painting the picture of how his physical state was. He was a son of God. I mean, if he needed to muster up strength, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if he needed backup, he could have called the angels now. You know what I'm saying? But I feel that he did that, and I think I've heard this in my class. I may have remember someone, I can't remember, but anyway, he could have got back up, you know, or he could have mustered up the strength because he's God, you know. But I think he did it to show us that we can't make it on our own. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to need him to help me through my trial. He's going to need me. We're going to need our accountability partners, our friends, our brothers, our church members, our family. We're going to need that, you know, and I think that, like you said, it's just our mindset and also just our society to where everyone's like, I'm independent. I got this. You know what I mean? It is, but sometimes
it's good to have that mindset, but you can be too independent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you never want to be so dependent that you push away. You're so independent that you push away the hand of God in a time that's pivotal. You know what I'm saying? Like a time that's like like I can help you get to this hump or over this hump if you just let me help you. You know what I'm saying? And excuse me,
It's
sometimes
like, I'm right here waiting to help you, but
sometimes we're like a kid or a preteen that just, I'm only gonna learn through doing what I want to do. And the gamble with that is literally like between life and death, or between putting yourself in
heartache, pain,
trial or tribulation. You don't want to do that. I had one too.
I know, I see it. It's right in the same spot. But we're in a season right now where we're just like trusting God.
Trusting, learning, and growing, and it doesn't feel good.
No,
it's uncomfortable. It's all these things, but you know, we're learning, or we're seeing that, you know, in this time, like we're going through this for something.
Like I was mentioning about the trial that we're, you know, going through. It's just like we're just trusting God. Like I was saying, like, you know, like we mentioned, to be who He says He is, which is easier said than done, because us, our human minds, our human nature, we're just like, okay, this has to happen now. I want this way, you know, or I'm thinking like, okay, this is a plan. Like, God, why you can't do this? And sometimes He does not work like that, you know, like that's not how He gets the glory the most. Like,
just as well as you know your situation, God knows it better.
Yeah.
So He knows that you got bills. He knows that you have a rent or a mortgage or a car note.
Hospital bills.
He knows these things
School.
that you have. Like, He knows that. So I'm not saying don't pray to God. I'm not saying don't pray to Him and ask, hey God, I need this. No. You can still pray and ask Him, tell Him your situation, but also focus on a relationship. Just don't tell Him, hey God, I need. And
yeah, for
all right,
sure.
thank you. Love you. Good night. Don't actually
He's not a sugar
him.
daddy.
Yeah, commune with Him in a relationship, because that's the most important thing. I was looking at this Christian rapper Hughley. He just signed with Reach Records in Lecrae, and he just had a documentary come out, like a mini documentary come out on YouTube. And he's in the documentary, he's telling like his starting point, how he got started, and what he was doing, is saying how he was working at Publix, and he was like, his manager was like, what if this is all that God has for you, just to work at Publix? And he was like his whole face dropped, the expression and everything. It was like, he was like, is God not enough? Like, is the situation I'm in working at Publix and God, is that not enough for me? Because it should be.
Yeah, definitely.
And I feel like the more you realize that God is enough, no matter where you're at in life, the more He provides the intentions of your heart, because He can give you the intentions of your heart, just like the Word tells us He will. But in order for you to get to those points, in order for Him to do that, you have to be in an area in life to where He knows that you can handle that. You know, it's the same way with God. And I just thought that was interesting. I just thought that was dope. You know, it's like in anything that we do, God should always and will always be enough. Because
if we view Him as more than enough, then, and we begin to dig in a relationship with Him, despite of what it looks like, despite what the situation feels like, all of that will begins to line up with His will. Our desires begin to line up with His desires, etc. You know what I mean? So it's just the more that you become one with God, the more that you guys become the same. And it's not God conforming to you, it's you conforming to God. And it's just a beautiful thing. Like, it's easier said than done. Like, it doesn't feel good. It's uncomfortable. Thank you. It's uncomfortable, you know. But it's just bro, it's rewarding. It's
uncomfortable, but it's a process.
It's really rewarding in the end. Like, being able to just know, like, we were at worship night at our church. We go to Pace Assembly, and Pace, by the way, so Pace is the place. Sorry, okay. But we were just at worship night, and we were listening to, we heard Victory. Is that what the name of it is called? It's I'm Gonna See a Victory by Elevation Worship. And I've heard that song multiple times, like so many times it's ridiculous. And I heard the line where it says, I'm gonna see a victory, I'm gonna see a victory, because the battle belongs to you, Lord. And when I heard that, I was just like, oh my God, like it literally like made me just start boohoo crying because I was like, yo, like we know that the Bible tells us that the battle is not ours, it's the Lord's. Like, you know, we know that, we've heard it. Yolanda Adams has a song. Like, we've heard that before. I'm pretty sure you've seen memes or cute little graphics going around. But once it really resonated with my spirit that, oh my gosh, like, this trial that I'm facing is not mine. Like, it doesn't belong to me. Like, our son is our son, and we are responsible for everything pertaining to him for the next 18 years and for the rest of his life, basically. We're responsible for everything pertaining to him. So, with that being said, if the battle that we're facing or the trial that we're facing, it belongs to God. Like, it doesn't, we don't have to worry how it's going to get figured out. Like, bro, that's on you. Like, this is your, you know what I mean? I'm going to stay faithful. I'm going to keep pressing. I'm going to keep praying. I'm going to try not to grow weary because it's, like I said, it's not something you're just like, whoo, I got this. Let me just walk right into the fiery furnace. No, it is a process to where the more you begin to have a relationship with him, the more you feel peace.
Because it's tough to preach a word to somebody. Like, it's easy to preach a word to somebody and then turn around. I think what makes it tough is when you have to turn around and, like, eat those same words of what you're giving somebody else.
Bruh.
That's the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're speaking it, you're saying it. You always have encouraging words for somebody else. God's gonna see you through. He's gonna make you. He's gonna take you through this situation. I promise. Gonna be testimony to so many others.
But and God's sitting here looking like, oh yeah,
yeah, because when your situation comes, like,
let's see,
what do you do? And it's like sometimes I feel like we're so quick to get back into flesh and be like, oh, this is gonna work. How I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm that way. Like, well, it used to be. In my mind, because of the way I process and the way I think about stuff, I'm always thinking about my outlets, my resources. You know,
like
I'm a big planner. Like, I have to.
Me, not so much.
I have to see everything in front of me to know what's going on. But the thing that I've learned in ministry and with God is just like, you don't have those options. You know, like, I did a sermon a while ago, and I was saying how, you know, normally you have your A, B, and C, but in God it's G-O-D. That's all you need. It's just Him.
There's no backup. There's like, no, okay, God, if you fail,
if this don't work, I
have this to fall back on, bro. If God ever fails, you have nothing to fall back on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if God can't do it, it can't be done. Like, period. He's never failed. He won't start now.
So, I would just encourage people to invest in God, not only for yourself but your family as well. You know, she even mentioned about our son Miracle. Like, this is how he's gonna learn how to face a trial or tribulation, the way we handle it.
Yeah.
So if I'm sitting here panicking,
and the way we handle anything, not anything, not just this, but anything that we. It's definitely just turned into like a low key rant. We was actually just supposed to talk about how we started dating and.
God had a different agenda.
And it kind of just turned into something else. So we will have more videos on our channel. Stay tuned. This is going to be our separate channel from my makeup channel. It's probably going to be called, I think, Blessed Bethune. I think I'm feeling
We'll work on the name.
We'll think on the name. Shut up. Why can't I pick it?
Because you just threw that out there.
I really did think about that. I like that.
We didn't discuss it. So
whatever. Anyways,
Miracle. We'll ask Mary's opinion.
Oh gosh, no. He is going to have something way off the wall. But like I said, stay tuned for more videos. We'll have more family videos, vlogs, challenges, because we're going to do the spicy noodle challenge.
Yes.
That may be our next video. I'm really nervous because I like hot food, but not like that. He loves like spicy, flaming hot Cheeto junk. And I don't really.
Who doesn't?
I don't. So anyway, like I said, thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video.
Subscribe,
we just want to. Look at you using YouTube words.
I know, right?
He knows nothing about YouTube. Literally nothing.
Unless it's like highlights or something.
Exactly. So we're gonna break him in slowly but surely. But yeah, like I said, just thank you guys so much. We just encourage you to stay motivated, invest in God, find your purpose, and just keep trusting Him.
And make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. As Brittany already to be, I'm pretty sure I see you on the.
Bye.